Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at the Atraxa killing floor. What's up, everybody? Hope you're ready for some Blood Artist triggers. I am. Oh, we got some partner action. Got some Jund action. I like that. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, we got a little rally action. We got an Angel of Invention. Yeah, we're gonna keep. We got our mana base all squared up too. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. It's pretty good. Let's get our command zones all set up, and I'll cover what our opponent's commanders do in just a second. We're on the play, so we'll probably go ahead and go. Let's get down the Opulent Palace, and then we'll go and pass the turn. So we're playing Atraxa, Killing Floor. She has Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, and Lifelink. At the beginning of your instep, you may proliferate. Yeah, this is 4-color Aristocrats right here. We're looking to sacrifice a bunch of creatures. Oh, I'm so glad he played that Bajuka Bog right now. That is... a turn 1 Bajuka Bog is one of the best things in the world, man. Okay, I love that. Nothing feels better than that. So we do have 2 white sources for this Angel of Invention with the Windswept. We'll go get the Windswept Teeth down, and then we'll go and pass the turn. So we're playing against Vial, Smasher, and Reyhan, last of the Abzan. So whenever you cast your first spell each turn, Vial Smasher deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to a target, an opponent at random. Carrion Feeder. Let's go and get the Bloodstained Mire down. Let's get down Carrion Feeder, and then we'll go and crack both of those on our opponent's turn. I meant to crack it earlier, but I was covering Vial Smasher. Playing against Reyhan, enters the battlefield with 3+1 counters. Then, whenever a creature you control dies or is put in the command zone, if it had 1 or more counters on it, it may move it to another creature. So hopefully we're going to get into spots where we're not really going to play our hand. I don't really want to. Let's get down the Savannah. We'll go for some Atraxa, I think. Looking blue. Oh no, we'll have double black off that one. We'll still have to fetch. Let's get the Savannah down. Let's go and swing in for 1. I want our opponent to play that Bajuka Bog. Now that he bounces it back with that Golgari Rot Farm, I'm going to have to play around that now. Let's go and crack this Windswept Teeth. Let's grab a Breeding Pool off that one. There we go. Took a second. Actually, let's grab a Tropical Island, I mean. And then we'll have just enough, so we're looking at blue, looking at green. Then we're looking at, we need to tap that one for white, actually. Tap for white, there we go. And now we can tap for green and then black, and still leave up that Bloodstained Mire. Okay, so right now, we're looking to, hopefully our opponent doesn't look at our sack outlet and think we got something graveyard-based going on. So we're going to go hold off. Hopefully they play that Bajuka Bog, and then be in a nice little spot. Don't have to play around that anymore. Ooh, we got a little Corpse Jack Menace coming in. There we go, there's that Bajuka Bog. Okay. Not that we had anything to get in the graveyard, but I like for it to be played. That feels pretty good. I like it exiling nothing versus something that we needed in the graveyard. So let's get the Scalding Tar down. Let's go and swing in. We got 4 in the air. It's going to be 4 total commander damage right there. We're going to gain that. And we go for an Angel of Invention. Yeah, let's go and crack this Scalding Tarn. Let's grab a Tundra off that one. Let's go for Angel of Invention. So we're looking at white, white. We'll tap that one for black again. And we'll go ahead and fabricate 2 on that one. Get those little 2/2 tokens. We could have done 3/4, but if we get into spots where we can get down the Evangel over there, and then we can sacrifice those servos, turn them into 3/2s, or sacrifice the Carrion Feeder, get it in the graveyard, and then we can rinse and repeat with Rally the Ancestors. You know, this deck's kind of set up to where, you know, you're looking to win with a bunch of Blood Artist triggers. That's right, I need to cover the deck. So we're looking to get a bunch of creatures in the graveyard, bring them back with something like Rally the Ancestors, use a sack outlet like Carrion Feeder, and then hopefully somehow find our way into a Blood Artist type effect, and then we can start sacrificing our creatures and make our opponent lose a bunch of life. So we're going to have some fun. I like this. We've got a little Reyhan action. We just need to find some type of milling action, but we'll at least go and get down the Evangel next turn. And then our opponent has nothing with Reach. Frantic Search. Okay, so let's get this Bayou down. Let's go and swing in with the Atraxa and the Angel of Invention. So coming in for 7, I'm going to drop our opponent down to 25. Let's go and get the Evangel down. Yeah, we can do it. We can get the Evangel down, then we can untap with the Frantic Surge. So we got him down. Yeah, I think we may actually go ahead and Frantic Surge right now. Let's go looking at blue, black, and then we can do it on our opponent's turn. But just in case there's something that we want to cast, we're going to be able to untap those lands. Just looking at blue. Discard 2 cards. I will go and chunk the Nest Invader into the graveyard. We're okay with that one. Well, we're going to untap 3 lands, so we can actually sacrifice it with the Evangel over there. Get those 3/2 color. Yeah, I think we actually go for that. Hit Control Z on that one. There we go. Unclick on that. This actually, we'll go ahead and chunk Mana Crypt and the Swamp into the graveyard. Untap 3 lands. Make sure we untap a green source. And let's cast this Nest Invader. That way we can get those Eldrazi tokens the next turn, and maybe get into spots where we can just close it out. Okay. As you can see, you know, we don't really have that much of a... we could proliferate on Reyhan over there, but we're going to go and hold off. I'm pretty sure that's 9 commander damage that we've dealt. But you can see where we don't have a Blood Artist type effect, but we've established this really nice board state. And what we can do is we can swing in with the Nest Invader, the Servo tokens, the Eldrazi Spawn, if our opponent blocks, and then we just activate the Evangel and turn those into some 3/2s, which will be 4/3s after the Angel of Invention, so that'll be pretty sweet over there. It's mainly creature-based, and this is mainly a creature-based hand, but, and then we also have Rally the Ancestors, but we're not going to have haste off the, yeah, they're not going to have haste, so we're not going to be able to bring them back and redo that, because they're going to get exiled. But yeah, we're in a nice little spot. So we've got 7 in the air coming across. That'll be 14 total commander damage. And plus we've got a nice little board state swinging in over here. Now for opponent, we're at 49. We have that lifelink, so we can almost just let this attack come in, if you swing, even swinging in for 13. But they may not want to. We do have to watch out for Reyhan dying, though, because if Reyhan does die, we can be able to move those counters over there. Thought Gorger. Enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter for each card. Discard your hand. Okay. We got a 12/12 over there. Heck yeah. Oh, they're coming in hot. We're coming in the red zone. Okay, so we're looking at 7, 13, 17 coming across. We're maybe on the crackback. Yeah, I'm okay with this. If we want to block next turn, we can do that. But actually, I like this. It's just a 12/12 we got to run into. Drops us down to 32. Okay, so we got the forest. Go ahead and make the land drop. Let's go ahead and swing in. We're gonna. I guess we'll hold off on Carrion Feeder. That way we do have a sack outlet, but we can go ahead and swing in with everybody, and then leave up the Evangel to sacrifice, depending on what creature he goes for. All right, so we're looking at 5 in the air, 2 Nest Vader, the Servo tokens, and the Eldrazi Spawn. All right, so Nest Vader gets killed right there. Yeah, I'm okay with that exchange, and we can actually just rally for a little bit to get a few extra tokens. And we can even do that in response to something. Yeah, I like that. We can sack, bring them back, but we want to hold on to Angel of Invention, so we don't really want to sack her. Okay. Not going to proliferate. Yeah, so what we do is we sacrifice his Servo tokens. Let's turn into 3/4s, 3/4s off that Eldrazi Spawn. Then we can just rally for Nest Invader. It's not, not the most enticing build. It'll be a few extra creatures that we can sacrifice with the Evangel, and it'll go back into the graveyard. 2 more. So it'll get us in spots maybe where we can kind of close the damage out right there. And we're looking at 12 coming across. Yeah, so let's go ahead and cast Rally the Ancestors. Looking at white, and just 2 right now. Oh, our opponent scoops it up. Okay, so we could have rallied. We were brought back Nest Invader. Declared blocker on the Tireless Tracker in Reyhan. Sacrifice, so we'd have 3/2, 3/2, 3/2, 3/2, 3/2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. So we had 5 3/2s plus Angel of Invention swinging in next turn. So we probably would have been able to close it out next turn. But yeah, we were going to rally on Nest Invader, which would have brought 2 creatures out, block right there, stop that damage, comes in for 16. Yeah, we probably would have been able to close it out, depending on what they had 0 cards in hand. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go and post this in addition to another video, or at least accompany another video. So you can see where you can win without a Blood Artist type effect, where you're just going creatures based. Angel of Invention is a really good card for Commander. The Servo tokens, and then just simply pumping all your other creatures. And plus Vigilance and Lifelink is always good. So a little bit of a shorter video, but I'll go and post it. Alright guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.